Yeah. Yep. Alright, so gonna work on boutique again. And where I had left off last time, I think, yeah, we had worked on, looked through and worked on Joe's cart deletion stuff, and we have, I think I fixed up the product downloads and media type stuff. What I'd like to do now is work on product detail page and adding the cart. So the mock that I have from David, the designer, right now, that's this guy right here, David Deutsch. Does good work, by the way. His website's phalanx.org. Oh, that was like a consultancy thing he had formed before, but I think you could hire him if you reached out to him. Anyway, he's actually, I should mention, so David he didn't just do this. He did haskellbook.com. He did this design. He did the cover and everything. Yeah, he did the cover for the almanac, all of it. Alright, so I need a product detail page that talks about it, contextualizes it, that whole deal. And I need the ability to add that product to the cart from that product detail page. Now, up to this point, let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, the way I've been handling product information up to this point was I just had title, cover prefix, which is just a prefix for getting the cover image, and the tagline, which is basically what renders in the cart. Now, I don't really want to shove all this content into the database. I'd rather it just be mostly a template that I can edit. And I imagine if David ever tweaks it or works on it, he doesn't want all that stuff to be in the database either. So, I think what I'm going to do, we'll do make devel. I think what we'll do is instead just store a database row that points at what template to use. Maybe. Or maybe not even that. Let me see here. I could make a sum type. I could do a few things here. Right, because so the problem with pulling the templates at runtime is that's not, you can do that, but it's not really how Hamlet is designed. So if I get store view, it expects to be able to know what the template looks like at compile time, right? You can split the templates out into separate files, like in the templates directory, but it's still loading them up at compile time. So, a few options here. One is to actually go ahead and just make handlers for each product detail page, and then match on some kind of identifier for the product. So we could have like a special, like a pretty name for each product. Like this one is cookbook. Haskell book could be Haskell book, whatever. And then we'll call that a slug. Kind of like the way we have a slug for the blog posts. And we match the slug to the content. And I think we could potentially do that kind of like the article stuff that loads in the content based on that. So we could mimic that. Store.hs routes. Yeah, okay. M64 view. That's how I had split that out. And then templates, cookbook. So this is the current template. Alright. What do you think, Alexi?
So you're saying it would be view slash and then the slug for each product, right?
No, what I'm thinking would be I would replace this. So I would remove that, and I would replace it with, well, not text. It would actually be, I would, not slug, but it would be, you know, like product slug or name or something like that. And it would be some blessed known set of names that match onto a product, and then it knows which Hamlet widget fragment basically to grab based on that. Because if you look at view, I mean, I could just create, you know, one of these for each product, right? I just need to know which one to grab. Basically, you might be wondering, why didn't you do that based on primary key? I don't really want insertion order to decide which is which, if that makes any sense. I'd rather it be a name that means something, basically. And it's going to error because of the routes, because of the overlap. And, yeah. Wow. Oh, no, I didn't say routes, so it won't error. Never mind. So I could do it like that. Let me see here. Part of the reason this can't be, or maybe perhaps shouldn't be fully static, is I really need a CSRF token in the form for adding the item to the cart. I can't nicely inject that CSRF token unless it's a Hamlet template. I could do it through Markdown or some other thing that I pull from the database, but I don't really want to do that, if that makes any sense. Another thing to consider is that rather than pulling the data out of that endpoint thingy, I mean, I could just add routes for each thing. I mean, if I'm just going to case on that text and render a page, then maybe I should just make an endpoint for each thing until I figure out a better way to do it, you know? Well, I'm generally in favor of doing the dumb thing until I get a better idea, so I think I will actually do that. and just forget about generic product pages, because I mean, how many books am I really going to have for sale on here, right? Like, it's going to be a while before I work with any other more than like one or two other authors. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll just do it that way and not worry about it for now.
I think Portland is in the chat
Oh,
now.
yeah, Cortland is in the chat. You're right. That's awesome. Hold on. I switched to the Twitch tab to see Cortland, and now this ad is playing loudly, and I'm gonna die. It was an Uncharted advertisement. God, go away. Alright, there we go. Now I can mute it. Good lord. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, glad to hear you're watching the YouTube videos. I'm glad somebody is. I don't really, I don't know. I honestly have a hard time imagining what it's like watching somebody program in a video. It's kind of weird to me. I do a little bit of it because I'll watch videos like people work on emulators and odd and end things, but not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. So, I guess this already got factored out of the widget file. So I'm just going to go ahead and nuke that. In fact, let's just do a cleanup pass here. Kill all these things. What do we got here? Thanks, catalog. Haskell, almanac, cookbook. And Whamlet. Templates, Kata, no, store, Kata, what, wait, store product, okay. Well, what I'm working on is for the print release. Basically, I'm trying to get this store in shape so that it can integrate with Shipwire and sell print versions of the book and ship them out. Okay, so that was store product. Store product. All right. Okay. So now we've done that, and then I'll just move that out to whoops. No. Catalog view, handler, HTML, catalog view equals, and then, yeah, there we go. Catalog view, and then thanks view. Thanks view. Thanks view. Oops. Yeah, just let's store thanks. Whamlet. Wait. There we go. There we go. Alright, so product and thanks can die now. Templates, store. That was both of them, so that's gone now. And what remains in templates? A lot. God, why? Alright. That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Alright, about lives probably in handler home. Probably. Yeah, okay. Whamlet. Homepage. Okay. Cool. Alright. Save. This one's the about. Templates, about. Alright, get rm templates, about. Home page. Home. Home. Support. Support. Whamlet. Okay. Don't really need to do there. And okay. Quickly sanity check about support. Cool. That's working. So now I can nuke support. Alright. Did I stash that in debug? Yeah, I did. Whamlet. Debug. And yep, it's coming from my headphones. Thank you. That means it was too loud. Trying to there we go. Alright. Yeah, I've been on a Jesu kick lately. You ever listen to the band Jesu?
No, but I've seen you tweet about them.
Yeah. Long time fan. I think I found out about Jesu because Broderick had done Godflesh before, which was a UK metal band, and some metal blogs talked about his new project. That was before metal blogs swore off talking about anything that could be considered post-metal or post-rock or whatever the genre is called now. Kind of miss those days. Now you kind of have to go to the, genre-specific, sub-genre-specific sites to really hear about it. It's gotten to the point where really, the best way for me to find music these days is to just go to a genre-specific subreddit, and there's usually really good stuff that gets upvoted there. In particular for black metal, black gaze, post-metal, post-hardcore, anything that isn't God, I feel terrible saying this, mainstream. I find Reddit's pretty good for that. Anything that's more popular, I think people who are more amateur curators, professional curators, I think they do a somewhat better job in that case because they have more to sift through. But if your genre is small enough, really I just want to know what's come out recently that is good. and that's what Reddit's good for. And I've had some incredible luck with that, so no complaints there. Okay. Login. That's going to be auth, right? I would think, anyway. Well, there's sign up. To use anywhere else? Let's find out. Widget file, sign up. Use it in 2 places. Okay. I bet it has data dependencies. Yeah, it needs input errors to be in scope and a sign up form widget. Okay, well, I will factor that out. Dun, dun, dun. Sign up view, input errors, sign up form widget. Whamlet. And then it was nav layout, create an account. And that's going to be list of, oh whoops, I already killed it. List of text for all I know, but you know, whatever. It can tell me I'm wrong. Handler HTML. It's gonna whine and whinge, but I don't really care. Okay. Yeah, it is listed text. It's right there. Okay. Alright, so sign up view, input errors, sign up form widget. Kill that, and then repeat it right there. And variable not in scope encoding type. Yeah, fair enough. Man, I've never understood the purpose of that. Yeah, I mean, I know it's the encoding type, but I don't know. I've never really read up on it in detail. Oh, URL encoded or multi-part. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I don't think we're going to have a multi-part here. So I'm just going to nuke it. And just disappear that. Yeah, I really liked, so Cortland introduced me to the rapper Big L, and they've got a lot of his stuff on Spotify, and I gotta say, it's really good. If I start a radio station with Big L as the kind of like artist that it generates the playlist from, I found that works pretty well too. So I've been pretty happy with that. I think that's been one of the better like rap discoveries or suggestions I've had from anyone in a long time. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's actually not true anymore. I have TLS on LorePub now. If you go to LorePub, it's not just TLS. It's actually, or rather, it is TLS, but I made a point of making certain I got an A plus on the SSL Labs grading, which took a little bit. I had to figure out the certificate chain order and a bunch of other stuff. It was pretty annoying. Okay, so that means I can templates, sign up, and login. Okay. Same deal here, I think. Login view and whatever this needs. Alright. So, what do we got here? That's better. Alright. Okay, so we also need input errors here. And login form widget. And we're going to drop coding type again because we're not going to have a multi-part form. That's just not going to happen. Okay. Now, login view, input errors, login form widget, login form widget. Okay. Defined but not used any type, yeah. So the reason I had to do a let expression here and give input errors an explicit type was because previously the way I was using the template wasn't ascribing a specific type to it, so it was ambiguous when it was getting used. It didn't know what type it was supposed to be. So, but because I factored this out into a function that gives input errors a specific type, I don't really have to do that. I can just do this for input errors now. Or at least I should be able to. So I can do the same for sign up as well. Give it the same treatment. Yeah, it looks fine. So get RMF templates login. So it's just default layout and password reset stuff and errors. That's fine. I'll get to cleaning that up later. So handler store.hs. Alright. Alright, cookbook view. So I'd like to leave the rest of this, just filling this stuff in, to David, if at all possible. So I'm just going to focus on adding the markup for the add to cart. He's probably not going to be happy with this, but I'm just going to reuse the green button on the, I think it was on the checkout page. Let's see if I can find that. No, not that one. It's on cart. Yeah, sure, logman. Ah, I need to fix the redirect. That's gonna kill me. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna reuse this button. So let's take a look. It's button class, button success, button block, type button. All right, cool. So go back to view, and we're looking for cookbook view, and we want to put this underneath the cover of the book, I think. So to do that, probably new row. Where's the row? There's no row in this, it's just containers. There's no row. Is a container a row? Have I lost my mind here? What? Hold on here. Okay, so these columns are side by side, which makes sense. Standard setup. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna try like shoving another container in there, see what happens. We're looking for something at column 4. Container, and we're looking for call SM4, don't need an offset, and we'll just let that do its thing. Okay. Well, I tried. Okay. Well, it did put it underneath. Is that call small offset 1? Alright, the offset's to the right, though. Okay. So this is width 1170, that's width 1170. I see. The difference is... Why does it have a shitload of margin? Oh, no, the offset is to the left. Oh. Oh, well. Well, damn me for my presumption then. Alright. And then the next thing I need to deal with is the margin above and below. I don't know what's going on there. Which is to say there is none, which seems inappropriate. Alright. Yes. Much better. Alright. Is this just filling up the whole thing? Like, is it just expanding to fill the column? Close. Yeah. Huh. Alright. I feel like add to cart should be to the right. And hold on here. Add to cart. And then this is gonna end up becoming a form here in a second. Ugh. But I just wanna putz around with the CSS first. What CSS framework is this? Static, SCSS. Is it even a framework? It's gotta be a framework, right? It's Bootstrap. Alright, yeah, okay. So, does Bootstrap have like a float right thing? I can just slap float right on it, but I usually assume there's like something I'm supposed to use. They literally have a class called float right. Are you serious? Oh my god, that is great. Okay. All right, whatever. Okay, so if I do float right here, no, that didn't do anything. All right, what if I do? I don't know if the container's the right. No, that didn't do anything. All right. What if I just manually set float right? Whoa. All right. Too much. Too much. Okay, what if I set it on here? Whoops. Okay. Once again, too much. So what I can do is I can put another column in here and here, and I can use that to shove it over. So this is going to be they had 5, 1, and 6, so this needs to be not, yeah, okay, so 7, I think, and then yeah, let me think about this. Okay, so there's now another column to the right of it, and what I'm going to do is toss that float right in there. Hey, wait a second. What happened to the... Is it because this column doesn't have any content in it? F. Alright. It is HTML, blah. There we go. Here. There. Ah! No, stop. What? Why did it trade places with the column after it? What on earth? Hold on. That is so strange. Yeah, one after another. Just like these. Also, what version of Bootstrap is this? Because that float right thing didn't work. Node modules, Bootstrap, SAS, assets, style sheets. Oh, wait. Bootstrap custom. Bootstrap custom. Oh lord. Alright. Mixins, normalize, print, scaffolding, type, code, grid? Grid? Is it grid? Is that what? Node modules, Bootstrap SAS, assets, style sheets, Bootstrap, grid, float. Maybe it behaved weird because there wasn't a row. Maybe that's why. Let's try it. Alright, so now they're both under a row. Alright. Yes, okay. Whoop. There we go. It's getting shoved over a little bit. I can see it. Okay. So if I just slap a float right... Aw, come on. Okay, Bootstrap, container versus row. Row. Must be placed within a container, fixed width, or container fluid full width. Use rows to create horizontal groups of columns. Well, that's what I did. 2 similar non-responsive SAS mixins. CSS float property. Does the like Bootstrap common thing or custom thing just not import those? Node modules, Bootstrap SAS, assets, style sheets, float. Right. Oh, it doesn't even exist in this. Maybe it's just out of date. That's annoying. Navbar? Float right, important. Pager. Close. Good lord. Alright. Margin left auto, margin right auto, Cortland says. Alright. Now does that go? Here, we'll turn off, well, alright. Margin left auto, margin right. I don't know if that's gonna do anything though, because I would need content in this other column to shove it over for that to do anything. It did change that. Not for the better, but alright. Oh. Alright. I still don't understand why these don't have rows. Can you...
Why do they need rows?
I thought that's what you did. I thought you put columns and rows. I thought that was the done thing. You can tell I do front-end work like once every 3 months. I mean, I don't keep up with how you're supposed to do this. Oh man, I actually know like the CSS model reasonably well. I just don't understand how you're supposed to use this framework. Oh, let me see here. Okay. Well, I mean, if I want to be an asshole about it, what I can do is I can drop this down to 1, and then I can make this 3, offset 1, and then I can put, I don't know, no breaking space in it, see what it does. Alright. Well, you know, I'm getting closer. So, I mean, part of the issue here is that the button is just width 100% or something. What's computed? 67.5. Alright, now don't fuck with me. It wasn't set to 67.5. It computed that from no, I don't want to search the web document. Come on. I want to look at the button I'm looking at. Here, filter width. Yeah, width 100%. Wait, is the problem that I just need to get rid of the button block? It fucking is. Alright. Well, that solves a problem. Alright. Now we need to... what? Set that to 4? Ooh, too far. Too far. Alright. Whoop, no. Down. There we go. Alright. I mean, I could just add margin to this row, right? Margin top, 2M? 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Yeah, 3, and I I feel like this is another thing I'm missing. Bootstrap, row, margin. Add top space between rows. Yes. What is the... Oh, top buffer. Oh, okay. Top buffer adds the standard margin that you need. In pixels? Come on, fucking pleb. Use ems. Alright. Static, CSS. Do we have a class for that? Is there a class that adds my... Ooh, layout. Margin top, half M. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to use. Static, SCSS, nav, 0.5M, 0.5M, lore logo. Nope, there is no standard margin top thing jigger. So I'll make one. Where would that go? No, these are actual SCSS mixins. This isn't where I want to put it. Layout maybe? Probably. Yeah, probably layout. Alright. Blog, books, H2. Okay. Flip back here. Top buffer. And save that. And that's not going to work initially because I need to rebuild the CSS from the SCSS. Make CSS seems promising. Yes. Alright. What? Alright. Yeah. Alright. Wow, that is almost there. I just wish it was a little more to the right. So what do I need to do here? I don't want 4 column. I could slap margin on here. Feels kind of bad doing that. Margin left 1. One. Type the number 1. Thank you. All right. 1M, 2M, 3M, 4M. It's like 1 2/3 M or 4 2/3 M to get it to align. Man, I should just give up on vertical alignment. Oh, last time I tried to get a bunch of things in a grid to vertically align, I nearly went insane. You have to use Flexbox to do that reliably, and it's not really worth it. So, 4M. Maybe. Maybe. That should be bigger too, shouldn't it? Shouldn't the button be bigger?
Yeah.
Why isn't the button bigger? What's wrong with this button? Let's talk about height. Where's that coming from? Line height? I see line height. Is that it? Really? Is it just line height deciding how tall this button is? Okay, what if I... Ooh, yes it is. Wow. That's better. Right padding. Oh, it's just like horizontal padding if you provide 2 numbers. That's nifty. Alright. Static, SCSS, RG, BTN for button? Nope. Grep, BTN, dot, nope. Nope. Okay. I'm guessing that comes from Bootstrap then. So where would something button related go? Store maybe? Panel store head, stripe button. Yeah. Big button. I don't know what my element is here, but alright, it's cool. Line height. Alright, so why is this line height denominated in... Is that just M in disguise? It is. Okay. So what if I say 2.5 M? That's cool. Zero 0.25 M, 1 M, 2 M. Yeah, see, that's a little more proportional now. Alright, so line height 2.5 M, padding 0.25 M, and 2.2 M. 2 M. Alright. What else do I need to do this? We'll start with that. Alright. Let me see here. Make CSS view big button. That's what I named it, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. What? No. There we go. All right. So now I just have the margin here. So the question is that worth pursuing? Margin left, 1M, 2M. Oh, that almost lines up. Alright, let's see how Prog does it. Where do they put their... No, they leave it on the left. I mean, I guess you do get the benefit of things aligning perfectly for free when you just slap it on the left. Alright, fuck it. Alright. No! Oh, because I don't have the offset anymore. CM call SM offset 1. Come on. Why, though? Why? Padding? Or margin, I should say. Wait a second. No. Wow, that looks really weird. Is it that doesn't have any yeah, nope, it's not that. Or at least not seemingly. Margin left 0. Wow, that's pretty extreme. Why don't these line up?
Just because of the padding of the book cover?
Alexi suggested, is it because of the padding of the book cover? Well, so the book cover itself, yeah, that does seem like it, doesn't it? So if I set padding left 0, yeah, you got it. It's the problem was I was disabling padding for everything that had that property. when I should have been setting it for just this one element. Okay, so who sets this padding thing? Oh, it sets it on everything. Wait a second. So if it's I think it has the same padding. Yeah, it does. I think the problem... No. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. That's interesting. Display inline block. Okay. Yeah, same padding. Box sizing, border box.
Is it possible to make the button inherit properties of the parent container?
It might be possible to make the button inherit properties of the parent container, but I wouldn't know what that would be for. That is really strange. Yeah, so the paddings line up, but the content starts at a different place. Content starts here for this one. The containers are line up vertically exactly, so it's not the container. It doesn't seem to be the row changing anything. That also looks identical. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that is really weird. That's gonna bug me. Inline block, text line center, vertical line middle. Box sizing, border box. Yikes. Padding 3.750. 30. Border, margin. Padding 15, margin 97. Margin 95 instead of 97, but padding still 15. Slight difference in margin, huh? Figure it out later. Alright, so now I need to make a form for this. So this is just going to be a very simple form. And, so this gets at the problem I was talking about earlier. I need to have the form add the correct product key for this product, so I actually do still need to know, based on this page, which key it is. Yeah. Alright, well. Okay. I'll fake it for now, but I do need to figure out a solution to that. So bring store back up and auth. I've got an example form right here. And this is cookbook view. Add to cart. Add to cart. Well, actually, go ahead and put that in here. And this is going to be sign up form. This is going to be into cart form, product name. Yeah, it's fine. Render card. That's something I made. Yeah, I think I made that. Where did I put that? Did I put that in? No. Where did I put render card? Helpers forms. Okay, helpers forms. I don't really want to render it like that. In fact, this shouldn't really have that much to it at all. So I think I'm going to use render divs for now. Render divs, I think, and it's going to be add to cart form. Add to cart form. There's only one field, and we're not going to use card text field. It was a custom form field I made before. Instead, you should form hidden input. Input with type hidden, hidden field. Yes. All right. Whoops. All right. I don't think I have that input for that anymore. Named is going to be product name. Placeholder. No. Maybe text. Maybe text. Maybe text. This should always be assigned, basically. This shouldn't be maybe, because we need to know the product name. So this isn't really a form in the traditional sense, but whatever. Okay, add to cart form, hidden field, product name, no placeholder. So this is just an empty string. This is product name. And that should do that. And then compiler's mad. Could match type, maybe text with expect. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, well, I'll just wrap it in just. Okay, that's probably going to work for the moment. So now I need to go back to view, and I need to take a I can really just bake this view side. I don't think the handler needs to know anything about this. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the case. So now I'm going to go back to auth and rip off my own form gen code. We don't want to run form post. We want to generate form post. Oh no, that's why. Wait. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. Okay, generate form post empty sign up form. Oh, I see. With no defaults. Add to cart form, add to cart form, add to cart form, add to cart form widget, and then we're going to put that in here. Form, use the little caret widget thingy, and this is method post action sign up R. So this is going to be method post, but do I have a route for this yet? I do. I have cart add item R. Well, that's going to change. Yeah. If I don't want to do this based on primary key, then that's not going to be in 64. That's going to be text. Alright, cart add item R, and that's going to be cookbook. Save, and I need to go back to store. Post cart add item R. That is now product name. Save, and it's mad. That's fine. What is it mad about? Could match type HTML to M form with add to cart form is applied to too few arguments. Yes, you are right about that. This is supposed to be cookbook. I should really just make that a variable and then reuse it, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so reload that. Did it just... I think it just got some top margin from the friggin' form. Yeah, probably from, yeah. Okay, I think that's a CSRF token. We need that. And then we've got product name, value cookbook. That's exactly what I want. And why isn't clicking this doing anything? Oh, because it's not inside the form. And it might also not be recognized as a submit, which I can fix if it messes with me. And okay, good. Yeah, okay. So now it is in the form, but it's not. Input, type, submit. This is just going to become value. Oh, no, that, alright. Let's fix it here. Input. Type equals submit class value at cart end tag, kill that, save. Alright. Okay. Yes, that's what I wanted. I want it to blow up on the unimplemented cart add thing. Alright. Now we need to fix the fact that we don't have a nice way of referring to products without knowing the, because we don't use the full title. We want a short, kind of slug kind of thing that's unique to a product. So, I don't know if slug's really perfect for this. That's a reference to slug line. I'll call it short name. And unique product short name, because we want the database to enforce that to be unique. And then I need to fix the fixtures and product. Let me see here. Text, short name. Okay, make product short name, make ebook, and the short name for that's going to be Haskell book, and I'm going to go ahead and there we go. And I'm gonna need to eventually make something that that disables products not yet available for sale. But I don't need to do that right now. Okay, source model fixtures, run devdb, reset database. Yeah, because I need to migrate the database. Dump migration, add column short name, add constraint. Looks good. Run, no. Run migrations. Short name contains null values. Yes. I keep running into this. Truncate all tables, insert fixtures. Truncate all tables, run migrations, insert fixtures. Yes, that was the helper I made for that. Alright, there we go. Dunzo. Okay, so now what I can do is I need to make an example for the cookbook because that's the static thing that I have to work with. So, Haskell Almanac, Haskell Cookbook, Haskell Almanac, and that's not the tagline for this. What's the tagline for this? Alright, there we go. And let me think about this for a moment. Store cookbook. Cookbook view, short name equals Haskell cookbook. Cookbook, no, I shouldn't. What am I doing there? Short name. And then short name. Alright. And we're going to run devd migrate database. Cool. Now we have 2 books in there. And then we're going to go back to store, and we're going to look these bad boys up. Store query. Get product by short name. So what we really want to do here it's not physical product key, it's just product key. We got rid of physical and digital product differentiation. So it's just, yeah, okay. What is all this? Oh, bye. Alright, add product to cart. Rather than refactor around this, I'm just going to rewrite it because basically we're never going to add something through the primary key anyway. So why bother, right? So instead, I am going to user cart products. Maybe cart product already exists. Select or create user cart, updated cart product. If it doesn't exist, it creates a new one. So okay. And we're going to get product by short name, text, db, maybe, entity, product, short name equals fmap list maybe, select from product do where product accessor product short name equals val product short name return product. And this is complaining about something. Oh, I accidentally put make ebook in there twice. Or, no, not accidentally twice. It just shouldn't be at the bottom indent there. Alright, reload. Migrate database. There we go. Okay, parse error, query 21. Yeah, fair enough. That isn't right. There we go. Don't know how that happened. Product key 191. Yeah, it's because we don't have it yet. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is just make certain we're not wasting our time. Get product by short name, product, short name. And that's going to return a maybe. So let's think about this. I think I can make a helper for this. In fact, I'm pretty certain a helper for this exists all over the place. So what I want to do is basically toss the maybe away and just turn it into this exception right here. So there's do it all the time at work. I'll just write it for the moment. Given monad maybe A, return MA, monad throw M, maybe throw, yeah, so okay, some VA of nothing, and I need an exception here. Exception E, monad throw. Alright, if nothing, throw ME, just A, return A. And what is it winching about now? Couldn't match type maybe with entity. Yeah, I know. I gotcha. So maybe throw, and then assign error, and then let assign error equals added product, short name doesn't exist, product short name. Let's see what it says there. Couldn't match type, and maybe A to maybe MA with actual type E. Helps if I put E in scope. Alright, looks like that's working. Alright, so now it's getting the product key from product short name. Now I can go back to store, do, add product to cart, product name, user key. I need to require user, and if the product has been added to the cart successfully, I think we can just redirect to their cart. Probably want to add a page like, hey, you added it to the cart, you want to see what other wares we have, that kind of thing, but I'm not too fussed about that right now. So we're just going to redirect to cart R and see how that goes. Whoops, why is it mad? Yeah, because it's not, yeah, alright. Not run dev DB, run DB. Alright, and then what does this return? Entity cart product. Do I care? Nope. Okay. Alright. There we go. So I'm logged in. If I look at my cart, I've got one item in it, which is Haskell Programming First Principles. If I click Add to Cart, I get missing from clause entry for cart products. Alright, let's have a look here. Why is it mad? Missing from key entry for cart products. Oh wow. Yeah, no, those joins are in the wrong order. Yeah, nah, you gotta do the joins in reverse order. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, shopping cart, Haskell book. Hey, look at that. 2 items in my cart. Alright, delete. And I go back. Right, refresh, add. Alright. This is way more entertaining for me than it should be. Okay. Yes. But it won't be visible. So if I do it again, it'll work, and what it's going to do is it's just bumping the quantity right now, which actually isn't really what we want to do for now, because I don't want to support quantities just this moment. But I am fine just looking at it to see what it looks like. Boutique dev, select star from cart products. Yeah, you can see quantity is 3 right there for product 2. And product 2 is the cookbook. So then if I do it again and I add it to the cart and I do the query again, it went from 3 to 4. Right? And then if I delete this and I refresh, it just disappears entirely, because deleting the cart product just wipes it out. Cool. So that does the right thing, but, well, kind of. But I actually do need to, I need to make this a null operation. So what I really wanted to do is that. I wanted to do that. Okay. So I'm going to leave that code there because it is actually correct for the purposes of the eventual functionality. But because there's actually one other thing I need to do about quantities. You should only be able to set quantities on things that have physical media, and possibly I want to constrain that to things that are only physical media. I'm not that, this isn't doing that check, right? It's just going ahead and running with it. So I don't want people to accidentally pay for multiple copies of an ebook or something when I don't really have a process for handling that yet. Okay, so I'm going to add it to the cart. It's in the cart. Quantity is 1. Go back, add it to the cart again. Quantity is 1. Perfect. All right. That works fine. Okay. Thank you for thinking of that, Alexi. I didn't even think to fix the quantity behavior. So I appreciate it. All right, so this all works now, which is pretty cool. All right, so get out of that, and let's see what horrors we've wrought here. It's a lot of changes, mostly for moving templates around, I think. Okay, so short names and add to cart. All right. User order history. Did Joe actually take that on? I don't know. Haven't actually made the products catalog page. Not entirely certain what purpose it would serve for the moment. Just these. So I'm not too worried about that right now. What's the state of library? What does library look like right now? I could implement checkout, which currently does nothing. So checkout needs to be implemented. Shopping cart modification. This is done for now. So I'm going to close it, create a new issue. Physical media cart quantities. New issue. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Login redirect. That's something I should work on. I need to get login redirect working, if only for my own sanity. Product download page is kind of... Oh no, yeah, I kicked it over to David already. David's already working on the navs bar. Ticketing system I need to get done, but I don't even really have a game plan for that yet. But that does need done, because using Zendesk to handle people's support requests is just hard. Joe is assigned to user order history, so I'm going to leave that alone. I also don't care about it that much right now. When for now I can just send emails and leave it at that. I'm not going to work on the podcast FCA login redirect and checkout. Stripe payment integration and add digital media to users library and add order to order history. Okay. Login redirect's actually going to be kind of annoying, but I should work on this. Okay, so the problem is you try to access something, you're not authorized. What it'll do right now, so if I log out, yeah, okay, so I just logged out. Try to go to cart, it sends me to login. The problem is, I was trying to look at my cart, I log back in, it just sends me back to the main page. I want to be sent back to where I was trying to go. So, if you look at routes here, I'm not going to make it take a parameter. It's not going to be a route segment, excuse me, because it's optional. Let's see here. You ever use Devise or whatever that auth framework thing is for Rails? You ever use that? Yeah. Do you know offhand how they handle this? Login redirects. They just do a query parameter.
Yeah.
Rails.
I'm not quite sure it's.
Yeah, that's fine. Just look it up. I just, I just want to know like the blessed, proper way to do it, even if I don't necessarily reuse their code. Preventing redirect loops. That's terrifying. How does that happen? I guess I should ignore any redirects to sign in. This isn't terribly helpful. Okay, Yesod query parameter. Look up query parameters in Yesod. I've done this many times, but I can't be arsed to try to remember. Alright. Handler auth login r. No, get login r. There we go. Alright, so we don't care about this in. Actually, we do care about this in the get. And we care about this in the get because we need to stash this in the form. Dang. Alright. Look up get param, redirect. Sorry, what was that, Alexi?
Would that be a hidden field right in the working form?
Yeah, so what I have to do is basically, because I need to do the actual redirection on post, the problem is that if let me show you what I'm talking about here. So let's say I go to login, right? If I put in some key equals value, if I don't thread that information through the login form, the actual post won't remember that this is where it came from. Does that make sense? I could probably pull it out of the headers or do something otherwise kind of tricky with it. I could also do it with sessions or some other thing. All of that is harder to reason about than just explicitly taking it out of the query parameters and putting it as a hidden input in the form. Alright, redirect, and then probably the right way to do this is to partially apply login form widget, I think. So we're gonna do that. No, not login form widget, empty login form. So where's empty login form? That's email and password, it looks like. So we're gonna get maybe text, redirect, 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 maybe text, and this is login redirect. This is an optional field. Hidden field, nuke, redirect, redirect, and this is aopt, not arec. Alright. It's mad. 58. Redirect. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Maybe if I pass it nothing, it'll do the right thing. Oh, what did I do wrong? Unexpected type, route app to handler T. route app to handler T. Redirect Homar. Login form redirect. What in God's name? Couldn't match type HTML M form. Well, that sounds familiar. Empty login form applied to too few arguments. Yep. Empty login form. Yes. Where did I apply that elsewhere? That's weird. Empty login form. Yeah, that's everywhere it gets used. Alright, reload. Survey says, what did I do wrong? Could match type, route app to handler T with actual type, maybe text. Oh, nuts. I shadowed. Ah, bad. Alright, there we go. I shadowed the redirect helper. Bad. Bad. I know better than that. Alright, could match type, text with maybe text, 42. Expected type, maybe text, actual type, maybe text. Okay. Rapid adjust. And looks like it's gonna compile this time. Okie dokie. Before I figure out the redirect itself, what I'm gonna do is toss a log debug tshow redirect target here, and I just want to see if it threads it around correctly. Okay, cool. Alright, so if I go to redirect equals blah, do I see it in the form? Yes, I see it in the form. Log in, post. Is it? Redirect equals blah. I don't actually have to do that because of the form action. Derp. Okay, so that's interesting. So form, no, it doesn't include the query parameter there. Post login. Oh no, that's just the refer header that I'm getting confused about. Okay, I can't figure out where my logs went. Oh, because I logged debug. Okay, well, what if I log here? How about that then? Alright, going to log out, log in, redirect blah. Okay, redirect blah, login. Man, these logs really do not love me. Oh, there it is. Just blah. So I got threaded through correctly. Alright, cool. I'm satisfied. So now I need to redirect to a route within the app. So the problem here is that part of the whole benefit of Yesod is that we get this nice, like, well-typed series of constructors for creating references to endpoints in our app. The problem is that as soon as we take outside data like this, we lose the ability to have that kind of guarantee. And we can tell ourselves, all right, that's fine, but we really do need a way to, ideally anyway, a way to construct URLs that we know are only for our app. So, redirect URL. Now, it's probably just going to talk about the data constructors, but I would still like to see what it says. Redirect. Converting some type into a textual URL. We want to go the other way around. We want to parse a URL. Fine-tuned control and how paths are split? No. No. Redirect to a post resource. That's cute. That is very cute. It's bad and weird, but I can see why somebody might need it. Okay, redirect URL, handler site URL. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I had some horrendous way of doing this before. So the reason I'm fussing over this is that what I don't really want is for somebody to be able to construct login and then, send it to some arbitrary website like that. That's basically what I don't want. Instead, I'd rather it be constricted to local URIs like that. And there's a few different ways to go about solving this problem. One is just unconditionally tag the, just go ahead and put the host name in front of it. That can potentially be a little bit annoying, but I'm not that fussed about it just this moment. I think the settings might have host. Yeah. Something like that. AppRoot. Yeah, AppRoot. There we go. So we can use the AppRoot to do that. And I think Yesod's already using the AppRoot to construct URIs from the data constructors. So that's relying on AppRoot to handle this is probably okay. So the easiest way to do this is to just always make the redirect some slash yada yada yada. And then the problem is I don't know that I can use toText URL for that. So let's find out. toText URL cart R. Oh, does it have to be in the app or something? Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, fair enough. Duh. Well, I know what they render like. Because if I look at the form action, I can tell they already put the AppRoot on there for obvious reasons. The problem is I can't unconditionally redirect without tagging the app root on there. Because if I don't, and then somebody sets the redirect to a foreign website, I have a problem. I think Papa just like violently woke up from a nightmare or something. You alright, bud? Whoop. My dog knocked my microphone over. Alright, dog. Please don't do that. Alright, here, just go in your crate without knocking over my microphone this time. Oh, please just pick a direction. Sorry, my dog's being weird. Alright, there we go. Good lord. Calm down, dog. Alright. Yeah? Now he's yawning at me. You're a brat, dog. Alright. You see the problem I'm having, Alexi? Yeah, I can't use toText URL for the redirects because it already tags the app root on there. So, yeah, that sucks. Type out what?
So you're saying the route is not allowed to have text box? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so basically the problem is this. Ideally, my redirect argument would look something like that, right? Now, there's a few reasons for that. My app root, when I'm in local dev, is set to this, right? That's my app root in the config. Now, I can unconditionally I can just make unconditional redirects without even really having to parse the URIs. I think, I could be wrong about this, if I just put the app root in front of whatever endpoint they're sending them to. Because then, if some jackass sets an invalid, like a hostile redirect, like that, then it just becomes a bogus URI, like that, right? So, the problem is, the way toText URL works, which is how YSO generates the text URLs from the data constructors that look like that from the routes file and all that. So that is going to, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to turn into that, right? So if I want to redirect safely, I would have to parse out this and then re-add it, basically. And the problem is I would be a little bit paranoid about getting that wrong in a way that would make it susceptible to some kind of arbitrary redirect. I'm just trying to make it so third parties can't set up the endpoint to send people wherever they want, because people will use that for like phishing and other stuff sometimes. Like one of the ways you could use that is, for example, somebody could have that bogus, hacker website redirect, and then say they sign in here and they sign in successfully. The bogus website could represent the same login form with a bogus error and say, hey, please type in your password again. The last one you tried was wrong. And then the user not noticing they're on a different website now, resulting from the bogus redirect, they type in their password again. And now the hacker has their password. So that's the problem I'm trying to solve. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to call it a night because my dog is getting emo on me. And I'm just going to... I've actually solved this problem before. But I don't want to just like sit here browsing through code. I'm also actually going to ask Michael Snowyman, the creator of ESOD, and see how he thinks I should go about it. So that's all from me tonight. Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch the stream. And thank you for everybody who talked in chat. I always love that. And thank you, Alexi, as always, for hanging out with me while I stream and helping me out. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.